Angela endured an epic battle of hardship alone, without family or dependable friends. Her earnings were so inadequate that sometimes she would sacrifice her own meals for her children's sake. And yet, right in front of me was an obese woman. So obese, in fact, that she suffered two of its most notorious complications: diabetes and high blood pressure. Now, herein lies a new paradox in public health. How does hunger lead to obesity? And if people are obese, how can they be hungry? Hunger and obesity are two sides of an American coin. We cannot address one side and ignore the other. They coexist on our streets and even in the same households. The rates of hunger and the rates of food insecurity are highest in low-income neighborhoods like the one in which Angela lived. Low-income households are usually food insecure. Like Angela, many choose fast foods to guard against hunger. A recent journal article suggested that the risk of stroke in a given neighborhood increased by 1% for every fast food restaurant in that neighborhood. Now, neighborhood restaurants often prefer these fast foods because they are cheaper, they are more accessible, and they taste good. But the word access in accessible must not only include access to quality health care, it must also include access to simple facts and health education, knowledge of disease prevention and health promotion, behavior skills required to navigate our complicated healthcare system, and a high dose of motivation. But these factors cannot succeed in isolation. They must be paired with affordable, healthy food, safe environments, and the dignity that comes with having a job and the ability to dream. The origin of prevention is primordial. The process of prevention must begin with psychophysical fundamentals: good nutrition, regular exercise, and manageable stress. The root of all health disparities, I believe, can be traced to breaches in this basic first line of defense, as was the case with Angela. Now, food insecurity leads to reduced quality of food. This, combined with the lack of exercise, raises the risk of obesity exponentially. Soon, quantity of food diminishes, and family budgets are further adjusted in an attempt to stave off hunger and maximize caloric intake per dollar. Adults may need to reduce their own food intake to spare their children from hunger. And when money becomes available, overeating on cheap fast food occurs and a vicious cycle begins. Physical and mental health deteriorate even further. Finally, children can no longer be spared, and parents can no longer bear the responsibility of providing. This is usually when I get to see them. When a child like Jonah is failing to thrive, or a mother like Angela has just suffered a devastating stroke. But it doesn't have to be this way. When the weight of the world is breaking our backs, we must push back. We must dig deep until we find the well of will at the bottom of our soul. And we must drink from this well. Angela did it, and so can we all.